Hi everyone, welcome to new Express Flute Tips video. Today I would love to speak about the circular breathing and more concretely about how the circular breathing can help us to have very internalized and very clear in our feeling, in our way of playing, where are some concrete placements for the sound. Specifically to find a relaxed sonority in the pianissimo, in the upper register, in the top register, and also in the low register to find this kind of sonority that is not centered, but it's very relaxed, but also, yeah, it's like this one, this. Okay, it can help also us to find this kind of sonority and to know it clearly where the contact point is. Okay, this was something that I was inspired and I reminded that thanks to Felix. I really recommend you to go and watch the flute colloquium we had some days ago. It was very interesting. Felix is an amazing artist. He's not only a very good, one of the top flute players, but he's really an amazing artist. Of course, he was my teacher for 4 years. So I know him very well, and I really recommend you to watch the whole interview because I think it's very interesting for everyone. And also I wanted to share with you that this that happened to me is that reminding something, especially hearing someone live, or not live, but also could be online, or could be hearing some video of someone. I think it's very important to always keep our minds open and to always be aware that we always can learn. This is something I was all the time thinking when I was speaking with him some days ago. Because when he was showing how he was doing the circular reading, I tell you, he's doing it super well. I know how to do it and I'm going to try to show for the feeling, but really he does it in a way that is super subtle and it's very clear to even know what he's doing when he's doing the circular breathing. But he was saying that then it's very easy to play some excerpts, no? Of course it's very interesting as a tool. Then if we want to use it musically or not, that's another topic. But what I wanted to say is that being there with him, seeing him, watching, especially hearing him doing that, I could really tell that he was passing through all the contact points when doing this, through all the that slow motion, but that's what he was doing, and I could say like, wow, yes, he has the control of all the contact points, and it was very clear to hear from someone also outside. So this is super pedagogic, I think, and I really recommend you to learn from other musicians, to go to hear all the music you can, but also live, to trying to be close to people that they have something interesting to play and to say. Okay, I think that in the end, the best teachers we can have are our ears. Really, every day that goes on, I'm more convinced about that. Okay, having said all of that, having shared all my thoughts with you, I think that I wanted to do so. I'm going to also show with you specifically this. Okay, Felix was saying that by doing this circular breathing, of course, then we can have some sonorities quite clear. But okay, what is the circular breathing? First of all, it's simply making the flute sound with the air we already have in our cheeks, so it's not making it sound with actual air stream. So it's not, we are not blowing to make it sound, but we are blowing through our cheeks and through our embouchure. So we are doing a movement like this one. I'm doing now without the flute, so that you can maybe understand better. So it's a little bit like that. It's like if we do like this a little bit with the mouth. Somehow, like if we want to close a note, the end of a note, somehow it's the same feeling maybe. And also, you want to practice this. I think that it's quite useful to have a glass of water and to blow on it with that. And then you try to make it, the bubbles also with the cheeks. So because it's somehow this feeling, okay, of having this continuity. It's not easy. It's something that we should practice a lot in order to achieve it. I'm still practicing that because I'm not still achieving it to do it subtle and that it's not audible. One can really hear, but still, what I'm going to show you, I think it's very healthy to do it, and because it's like doing like gym, okay? He was giving the example with the Leonora overture, okay? That we always are struggling a lot, that we don't have air, that that we run out of air, that also the sound, what I was saying, that the sound is not relaxed because we want to be piano, but then we sometimes we force, we do so much pressure. So, in order to find this kind of sound of in order to find this kind of sound, he proposes to do or he was doing that, and I think that yes, I was trying also to do later, and I tell you it's very interesting to do. Once you can manage to do the circular breathing, that also I tell you to start with, it's very easy to do it with trills. That's why sometimes also I have recommended to warm up when you want this precision to do it with the trills, to do. If you do there the circular breathing, it's much more easy because we already have the resistance. And the difficult thing about the circular breathing is that we don't have resistance. In fact, that the difficult thing about the flute that it's an open hole and we don't have resistance. But with the trills, you can have it more easily and you can train a little bit the feeling. Okay, maybe that's a good starting point. And then once you can manage to do it somehow like I did now, you can try to play the Leonora overture, the beginning, and trying to play from the top to the end, and then from the end, not stopping, also to the top again. And you will see that somehow you are doing some gym that later, if you have to play normal, it's much more easy. You know how to use better the air. You know how to use better, how to save bow. Okay? And also the circular breathing is nothing else than changing up bow. Very, very subtle way. Of course, that's easy to say and hard to do, but yeah, let's try. And then I really promise you that the feeling is much more easy, and it's good in order to practice this, and let's say long excerpts that we need really a lot of bow air control, okay? So we can go. Really, that's doing gym. And I think it's quite helpful, really, because then you have much more confidence if you want to play, like as it's written. And also as a warming up exercise, it's very useful. So I thanks Felix for reminding me that and for motivating me to keep on that path of keeping investigating that, trying to make it as subtle as possible.